La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
Hello and welcome. The program is Journey to Islam. In this program, we converse with people who at one point in time or the other in their lives have decided to embrace Islam Ahmadiyyat. Today with me on the show to discuss his journey to Islam Ahmadiyyat is Mr. Ali Inusah. He was born on the 22nd of July 1982. He embraced Islam Ahmadiyyat in June 2013. Currently, he works with Green World International. He is our guest today. Welcome to the program, Mr. Ali. Yes, could you please tell us about your childhood and your life before conversion to Islam Ahmadiyyat?
As you already said, I grew up in a reputable family. We are Sunnah Muslims, and we are practicing Islam as the way it is. All that we know is that the Sunnis are the one that they follow the right teachings of the Holy Prophet Muhammad and the teachings of the Quran too.
So that was all that you knew. So you were a practicing Muslim, but you were not an Ahmadi Muslim. So now what informed your decision of moving from the other sect to Islam Ahmadiyyat, knowing too well that both are, whether it is Ahmadiyyat or Sunnah, they are both sects in Islam. So why move from Sunnah to Islam Ahmadiyyat?
In 2012, a friend of mine gave me a CD. The CD was saying the BBC, Jesus Christ died.
The BBC documentary on the death of Jesus Christ.
Yes. The BBC documentary on the death of Jesus Christ. So I watched the video over and over and over and over again. So I don't understand. So I just took that video and then discussed with one of my scholars. And he was saying that, this video is not the true story of the Jesus Christ. God changed somebody, they crucified that person to die, and the Jesus Christ was taken away to the heaven. So it is in my mind. So in 2013, June, I went to China. I went to China for a certain program. So I requested that I wanted to do Jummah prayer. So if there's a mosque nearby. So they showed me a certain mosque. I went there and I met one Ghanaian man called Ahmed. So after we prayed, we sat down and he was talking. And then the guy was able to give me a lot of facts about that story. That is the one that really convinced me. Because all what we all know is that God changed somebody that is called Inusah. And then God changed Jesus Christ to Mutaka. So they took Inusah and crucified him. And Jesus Christ was taken to heaven. But the guy is able to prove it to me on the Holy Bible, the Quran, and there's so many texts in the Quran that show that Jesus Christ is really even dead. And he showed me where Jesus Christ was buried. So I just say, wow. Then I started asking. So I started asking me more questions about the claim people made then that they don't believe the Holy Prophet Muhammad. They say they believe in Holy Prophet Muhammad.
So how did you get to know that he was an Ahmadi?
Well, he told me that he's an Ahmadi by birth, and then he went to China for school, and we talked. And he introduced himself to me that he's an Ahmadi. So, and what's really convinced me is anything he said, he gave me a proof from the Holy Quran and the Hadith. And because of that, I have to spend a lot of days with him. He gave me a lot of facts. That's the Hatama does not really mean last. And he also provide me a lot of books too. So the guy, he give me the Khatama Nabi, the way he explained it. Like, for all this while, we thought the Khatama Nabi, it means that there's no prophet who will come after the Holy Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And the guy said that, okay, well, it's true that that word can be last, means that there's no prophet who will come with a law. But a prophet will come. But if a prophet come, and the teachings of that prophet is contradicting to the Holy Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, then that prophet will not be accepted as a prophet. So because of that, I just got. So he asked me a question again, that they also believe that the Imam Mahdi will come. Then I say yes, Imam Mahdi will come at a later date. Then he say, okay, if Imam Mahdi come, is it the prophet or what? Then I say, Imam, but then Khatama Nabi does not mean last. So if I mean Khatama Nabi means a last, there's no prophet who will come.
Yeah, from your explanation, do you mean to say that the Khatama Nabiyyin represents the last of the law-bearing prophets? Is that what you mean? Yes. All right.
It means that a prophet will come after the Holy Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But he also gave me a quotation from the Holy Quran that clearly stated it. So that really supported his point. So I just put that question: why is that you people are not going to Hajj? They say they go to Hajj, and even his father is an Alhaji, and say in Ghana you people don't go to. So no, it is the people who deny them, but now they are going to Hajj. Actually, me myself, I don't like them. I don't like the Ahmadis.
You didn't like them,
and I don't want to associate myself with them. And even in Ghana here, I don't even go to their mosque. If I hear that this is Ahmadi mosque, I don't even go there for worship. But through what the guy was explaining to me, I just know that no, these people have a fat. They have a fat. So me myself, like, if you tell me something and I realize that you have a support, you can get the support from the Holy Quran and then the Hadith, I will just accept. But if you say me something and you cannot prove it, then, so the question came like, if truly the Imam Mahdi will come, what kind of signs did the Holy Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam tell us? That if you see the sign, then it means that the Imam Mahdi has come. And what shows that the Ghulam Ahmed is a promised Messiah, or the Imam Mahdi? What kind of proof? Then he says that, did I read the Quran? In fact, when he started quoting the Surah to Jummah, I was reading Quran for a very, very long time, but I've never come across, because it really, really surprised me when he started quoting the Surah to Jummah about some prophet will come at the later days. Then the people asked him that, who is the person who is going to come? Then he put his hand on the Salman fallacy that if the feet rise to earth, this man will bring the feet back. So you can see where it's coming from. Then he showed me the hadith too. You have the hadith. And he showed me the hadith. And he also showed me that, and also tell me that when the Imam Mahdi come, the eclipse of sun will happen. And he also showed me, he gave me the date that thing happened. And a lot of prophecies that is able to interpret to me. And I asked him that, we all know that when the Imam Mahdi come, he have a work to do. He will break the cross and then you kill the swine. So, and we are not seeing it. Yeah. There's a cross everywhere. And the pigs too are everywhere. So, if truly this man is the Imam Mahdi, why shows that this prophecy is not fulfilled? Then he was telling him that no, it is not the cross that people meet in their churches or put the crosses in their legs that shows that this prophecy is fulfilled. It's the cross people meet in their heart. When the Imam Mahdi came, the first thing they said that Jesus Christ survived on the cross and he migrated to India and he died in India. And he showed the proof. So if anybody who believes that Jesus Christ, it was not in the heaven and he died.
He did not die on the cross.
He did not die on the cross.
Then they will do away with the crosses?
Then they will do away with the crosses. So
that's the literary meaning
of that. So when he said that, I just realized that then it is true, because me myself, I was contemplating how would that prophecy be fulfilled? Like one person, the whole world want to break all the crosses in people's churches and those and the cross that people make in their necks. Even in Ghana here, it's too easy. If you start from Accra, before you get to Kumasi, people have started putting up their crosses back. So when he said that, I just realized that. I said, well, then this is the right interpretation of that. And then killing of the swine means that it's not like be taking a sword, killing people's pigs and those kind of things. But it's pig have some behavior. Pig he eat everything. Yeah. Do you understand? And pig can close male and at the same time female, and people who there's some people they don't know halal, they don't know what is good for them. People who eat anything, people who eat any money, they can be classified as a pig. Do you understand? So if the prophet Messiah comes, he will change all those people. So if these people convert to become Ahmadi, then it means that his life will be changed. And you also ask him that, did I know that there's a prophecy there, if the Imam Mahdi come, people's ears will be very long. Then I say, yes, sir. This one I know it. Then I asked him that, so how can this people? I said, no, you can see it. That it's a telephone. Yeah. You can sit here and you can call America. You can sit here and you can call Accra. And you hear it clearly like the person sitting with you. So even that very day, I was shaking. Then why? Then why is that all those sets? I say you people are not Muslim, but the way you are saying, then you people are the correct Muslim. Then say yes. It's because some of the scholars, they don't want to accept the truth, because if they accept the way, they will be getting their money from
their daily bread, because a lot of them survive on that.
A lot of the scholars survive on that.
So that means if the people get to know the truth and then abandon the faith they preach, then it means they are running short of something.
And yes, and one thing too, that the word jinn does not mean any supernatural being somewhere. So I just wanted to refer him to one of the Quran that said that God did not create a human being and jinn than to do nothing but to worship him, Allah. And he said that word jinn does not mean that supernatural being that was referring. That word jinn some people that it's not easy to see them, or the great people.
Yeah.
So God created all of them not for anything but to worship them. So you can see clearly, every topic that he's able to explain it to me details, and I got interested. I was very, very excited. When I came back to Ghana, at the moment I came to Ghana, I just approached my father with this. And I was telling my father that, so all this why you should interpret that word to me. That says that those who use their hand to write some of the stripes of the Holy Quran, they say God is going to curse them, and then there's curse on them and those kind of things. So my father saw it, and my father also was even surprised. And he wanted to defend himself, but still. So later on, I just look around. I was asking that did they have any Ahmadi mosque in our area? So I just found one mosque. Then I went there, and then told the man that somebody converted me in China. Then I just want to be a member of this community. Then he said, wow. Then he collected my particulars, and then I came home, and then I was holding it, and I told them that then this is a religion that I want. And they said no.
Your particulars?
The 10 conditions of Bayat.
The conditions of Bayat. And
they give me a certain form that I should fill, so I should take it home. So I just went home and then showed them. And we are all staying in one family house.
Yes.
So they said no, they will not accept for me to become an Ahmadi. So because of that, there's a lot of pressure.
Even at that age?
At that age.
How old were you then?
Oh, at that time, I was 29.
29, that was quite recent.
Yeah.
So
it was a very, 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 but because of the truth that I had, and any question they asked me to, I'm able to give them the answer. So what happened is that time too, I just tried to convince my wife, and my wife too followed me. So I took my wife there, and then my wife too did Bayat. When my wife too, people too saw it, they also came in that they will not accept, because for them, although they are Muslims and they don't want Ahmadi. So if I'll go to my Ahmadi, I should go and then leave the woman, and I should not try to convince that woman to also to go there. So one day I was in the house when my brother-in-law came, and then he was also saying that he wanted to take my wife away because of Ahmadi. So by the grace of Allah, through persuasion with them, talking with them gradually, and one funny thing is that my wife gave birth, and for all this while they all know that since my father was an imam, and the imam's son has given birth, so you have to perform a hakika. And you know our custom, or the way we do the hakika, you know, the imam will charge you money. Imam will charge you money. At that time, it was 100 cedis. That I should bring 100 cedis for the imam. I should bring another 100 cedis for the chiefs. Then after that too, I should add 100 cedis, and then we buy some toffees and those kind of things, hearts, and then we put it on the plate before they will start prayers, the adwa. And all the money that will be generated, it will go to the imam and his people. So they will question me, we know you have set a date that this day you are coming to do your hakika, so what is the, now bring the money. Then I said, I've already informed my people. So that time I've informed my imam, that's Ustaz Sahid, and he too is prepared. So that very day they all came, and then they all came. Then I told them that now I've already told you that I'm I'm Ahmadi, so my people is going to do the hakika. So they start somewhere and they are watching it. And the way we did the hakika, the miracle is that very day my mother also showed interest.
She showed interest.
My mother also showed interest to become an Ahmadi. Nobody convinced my mother. Then my mother told the Ustaz that, oh no, I will do the bayat too.
So is she converted?
She's converted and she's very, very happy.
And what has the relationship been between you, your dad, and then your mom and your dad?
By the grace of God, you know, when the initial stage, you know, after the hakika, all the imams they called me for a meeting, and they told me that I should declare, which says either I will become the Sunnah or I will go to the Ahmadi. I should say it. Then I said, okay, first of all, then you people have to declare to me that why the Ahmadis are not a Muslim. If you're able to convince me on that issue, then because all of you are scholars, Islamic scholars, so you people should convince me why Ahmadis are not a Muslim. That is the question. And you know, some of them, they don't know what to say. And one person stood up, Ahmadis are not a Muslim because they play with a satellite.
They play with a satellite?
Satellite. They don't have imam. When they play, they watch a TV and pray. Then I say it's not true. Because of sometimes the MTA, people thought that they watch the satellite, and when the imam there say ruku or something like that, then they followed. So I just thought that then it is not true. If this is what you people are saying, Ahmadis are not Muslim, then it is not true.
Yes. Tell us your impressions about the Ahmadiyyat community compared to what you heard before about them. I know you've made mention of some, but
being an Ahmadi has blessed me a lot, and it has removed a lot of burden on me. You know, as a Sunnah, like the right interpretation of the Holy Quran, most of them lack it. But after the oral, they are good. And from what I'm saying that it's a release, is that, like, let's see some of their beliefs. They believe witch. They believe wizard, and they believe that they can kill. There's an supernatural being somewhere that it can disturb you and it can kill you. So because of that, people normally fear. They make it such a way that it's really, really disturbing. Sometimes somebody will tell you because the reason why you are sick, or because the reason why your sickness cannot go, is because a genes following you. It's a genes who give you those things, or a wizard who is doing that. So the only explanation they will give, or the only solution they will give you to that, maybe come and then let's write Rubutu for you. And that Rubutu, and all this while, is the scholars who are doing that. So I've been a Muslim, or I've been an Ahmadi. Right now, I have released myself because for all this while we thought which can kill you. Jinns can kill you spiritually. And somebody can call you and tell you that he can see that some jinns are following you. So bring this so that I can do away with that. So
have you been told some things about Ahmadiyyat that today you see those things are not true?
Yes. They tell me a lot of things that I still have seen that it is not true, and it is not true, and I don't know why those allegations coming from. First of all, they told me that Ahmadi don't believe our holy prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They don't even believe him at all.
But is that not true?
And it is not true, and I can say is Ahmadi people who actually believe the holy prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam even more than what the people those are saying. And also telling us that they have their own holy Quran. They have their own holy Quran, and that Quran is different from what we are having. And that one too is not true. It's the same thing. If I bring the Sunnis Quran and the Ahmadis Quran, you can see the same. It's the same thing. It's the same Quran. It's the same Quran God revealed to our holy prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we are all using it.
So, since your conversion, have there been any times in Ahmadiyyat you don't feel are good enough?
Yes. Initially, my father disowned me that if I say I'm Ahmadi, then I should count myself out from his children. I have to look for people to go and apologize, and still my father don't believe. But later on, my father just got an understanding because of anything that I'm saying to him, I can get a proof from the whole Quran. So one day I went to my father and told him, Father, you are saying Ahmadis are not Muslim. Please, I want you to take this Quran and the Hadith and then prove to me that they are not a Muslim. So it is there that my father sat and he was trying to give a lot of accusation, like Ahmadis don't believe the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So I bring that one of the 10 conditions of the Quran and say that you should say a lot of durood to Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That this is a condition that if you are settled Ahmadiyya, you must do.
So, do you have any intentions of leaving Islam Ahmadiyyat for another sect of Islam, or even for Christianity or any other religion?
No. After you have get the truth, what else again? No, I don't think so. And
even at the point where you started losing your friends.
yes, even a lot of friends. I've lost a lot of friends. You know, I have friends that we all grew up, and we all, it came to certain times they don't want to pray with me.
Yes. What are your last words?
Okay, I want to tell the non-Ahmadis that all this allegation for a very long time that they are saying Ahmadis are not Muslims, Ahmadis having their own Quran, and Ahmadi does not believe in Holy Prophet Muhammad, and then the Imam Mahdi, if in case Imam Mahdi will come, Imam Mahdi must come from Saudi Arabia, and all these things are not true. And Ahmed does not go to Makkah and those kind of things. It's not true.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. We are most honored. And viewers, this is all that time has allowed us for, and we thank our guest for coming. He's in the person of Mr. Ali Inusah. He has made it clear on several issues, and that he has also made it clear to us that Islam Ahmadiyyat is not what we think it is from the outside. It goes beyond that, and that the promised Messiah, who he says is in the person of Ghulam Ahmed, is a prophet. But he, however, states clearly that he is not a law-bearing prophet, and he is not taking the place of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but coming to fulfill his prophecy as spelled out in the Holy Quran and the Holy Bible. I thank you for your time. Keep watching our program, Journey to Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.